We take you to this now. A 23 million rand temporary structure to function as a police station was opened by Minister Khayelitsha yesterday in Khayelitsha in Cape Town. The temporary Makaza police station structure was opened on a site that was first identified and earmarked nearly 20 years ago, while a permanent structure is yet to be built in the following financial year. The MEC of Community Safety and Police Oversight in the Western Cape, Reagan Allen, joins me for more. Reagan, good afternoon, good evening. Thank you so much for your time. Really do appreciate it. Can you give us a sense of the burden that had been on surrounding police stations in Khayelitsha while over the last 20 years, while they've been making use of other police stations, while they're waiting for theirs, as they still are waiting, but have the relief of a temporary structure right now?
Oliver, the announcement that we were going to see that a temporary structure has now been handed over to the community, essentially, it is long overdue. It is 20 years delayed, and definitely we have seen consistently between the various stations in the Khayelitsha area, which is Lingaletu West, which is Harare, there has been tremendous trade on those particular police stations. And it's been a long time coming. The previous premier in the Western Cape, even 10 years ago, with the Khayelitsha Commission of Inquiry, it was one of the recommendations that the South African Police Service at the national level should ultimately fast-track the building of the Makaza station, because it will definitely alleviate some of the pressures that we have seen in the Khayelitsha area. And it's very difficult, even, Oliver, to welcome this particular police station, seeing that it is so long overdue, but it's definitely a step in the right direction, because we are always wanting to see that our communities are actually safer.
Yeah, look, Khayelitsha is a crime hotspot in the country, as well as a rape hotspot, with high contact crime numbers being reported every quarter by the Minister of Police when those numbers are made available to the public. And so, of course, this is a much needed police facility. But does it come with additional resources? That is to say, does it come with new and extra personnel for the area? And does it come with extra resources such as cars, such as weaponry, and such as the necessary support to be able to curb crime, especially contact crime in the area?
Oliver, thank you for this question. I think on the one hand, we have seen that 25 new vehicles have been allocated to this particular police station. It is ranked at a lieutenant colonel level, which we still feel the rank should actually be higher, considering that when we look at the various rankings, it's from captain, then to lieutenant colonel, then it gets to full colonel, then to brigadier. And depending on the rank, you get X amount of resources. So this is only at the second rank in terms of fully fledged police stations. On the other hand, a survey of interest was put out by the South African Police Service, which essentially means that South African Police Service members within the service are ultimately able to apply. I can confirm the current station commander is actually directly taken from the Harare station. But also in that interest, it's from neighboring stations like the main Khayelitsha station, like Lingaletu West, and from Harare. So it's ultimately a new police station, but it's literally old members that has already been in the service. So it's no new additional members that was added ultimately to the police resource numbers here in our province. Oliver, I've been at pains over the number of the last 2 years to actually echo the sentiments that we are 20 years behind, Oliver, in terms of the actual amount of resources that we need.
This is an incredibly rudimentary question, but one that begs an answer. What will be the operating hours of this police station, given that it is not a fully fledged police station as you describe?
I can confirm it will still remain 24 hours. And the South African Police Service has given us guarantees that this particular temporary structure will be incorporated into the fully fledged brick station that is going to be built in that particular area. And then a secondary question, Oliver, is maybe also rudimentary, is that is this a waste of money, considering that we are spending 23 million rand? And if the planning and if the management was done properly, we could have, over a 20-year period, actually seen a fully fledged brick and mortar station in the Makassar area. So it's all these questions that we have
Perhaps to pause there and ask you this, Reagan. Has the construction of the permanent structure begun yet? Have they broken ground, and have you seen this? And what is the current progress on that?
I can confirm that I was actually at that particular groundbreaking as well, considering that we are always wanting to see that our oversight can actually lead to better service delivery. We have a estimated time when that particular station will be given over, and that is in the next 2 years.
Yeah.
So we're definitely trusting that it will actually happen on time.
And just lastly, what will be the operational capacity of the temporary structure for the next fiscal? That is to say, will they be able to process investigations? Will they be able to do actual police work? Or is it merely a temporary structure that police officers will report to, but the community can't actually go and open cases to? What is the operational extent of it?
Oliver, this particular temporary structure would still be classified according to the South African Police Service as a fully fledged station. What it means is that there will be police cells, there will be a community service center, but also the relevant officers for the detectives as well as for visible policing. So although it is a temporary structure, it is still capacitated with all of the resources that a Lieutenant Colonel station will have. And currently I can confirm it is at the 89% rate where the members are at that particular station at the Lieutenant Colonel level. So we still want to see the full capacity actually, the granted amount should be there.
Yeah, we're going to have to leave it there. Reagan Allen, really appreciate your time. That's the MEC for Community Safety and Police Oversight in the Western Cape.